Hey there gang, how you doing? Just a really quick video for you, and this is a review of the 4-hour product. I'm also going to share with you a very cool technique at the end of this video which you can use in conjunction with this, the 4-hour product. Okay, so stay tuned for that. Anyway, let's get on to the review very quickly. This is the actual download page, or the first part of the download page. It's actually a membership site that you actually get access to when you get your copy of the 4-hour product, and it's very, very comprehensive. The material that's in the course itself is really top quality, and I'm pretty excited to actually get to share this with you because it will help you to create information products very, very quickly. Okay, and the key to it really is that the methodology that Robert, who is the guy behind the course, the methodology he uses is really clever and very, very simple. When I got to, I think it was module 3, maybe module 2, I can't quite remember, but wherever it is that he shows you the exact method he uses to create the products, I laughed to myself because it was just such a clever, interesting way of creating products. Now, you might be thinking, 4-hour product, really? 4 hours? That seems a bit short. Well, it is a bit short, but that's the whole point. And the great thing is you're still creating products that are of really good quality, that are not expensive to produce either, and they require, very little investment from you. And it's really just a tool that you can use on your computer, on your laptop, that will enable you to create them really, really fast. You don't have to use it. The actual tool itself, I think, is about $97 online, but you can get copies for about $50 or $60 via Amazon of the tool that Robert uses. You don't have to buy it, of course. You can just go ahead and get your copy of the course and just do all the things that are in the course minus that one, and you'll still be able to create products very quickly. However, if you do use it, obviously you will go that much faster. So that's the only real kind of expense there is in this method, and everything else is really just a question of applying a lot of leverage. And that's one of my favourite things in the world of internet marketing and technology generally, is that you get huge amounts of leverage on your business. So anyway, let me get on and show you a couple of the modules. The first module right here actually shows you the area of kind of planning your attack, as it were, doing your niche research. And this video here, and indeed most of the videos in the first module and part of the second module as well, these are in a mind map kind of format. So it's basically Robert talking you through a mind map and showing you all the different elements of the actual product and how it all kind of comes together. What's great, I should also say, is that in module 4 of the course, Robert also shows you how to actually get people to be promoting your product. It shows you how to actually promote the product yourself. It's just really comprehensive. So not only do you get how to create the product super fast, you also get how to actually go ahead and make money from it, which is by getting people to the product, of course, because there's no good creating a product and having no one actually seeing it. So you do need to go and make sure that you follow the modules all the way through. And to be honest, for the amount of money you're paying for this course, you're striking a gold mine, genuinely, especially if you've only just kind of got into internet marketing. If you've never created an information product before, this will blow you away, genuinely. Even if you have created products before, there's probably 2 or 3 things which I think are more than worth the value of the course individually. The fact you get all of them in one place is great. So yeah, that's that. So that's the first module right there, and then there's module 3 just there. You can see the module slides are in 2 different formats. So one of them here, as I say, is the mind map. The other one is these more sort of traditional slides, like here. Now, there's the only kind of slight downside to the actual course is that it doesn't take you, literally by the hand and guide you through every single step of the way. In that it doesn't show you exactly how to create the site by actually showing you over the shoulder. The methodology and the information that's in the course is easily simple enough for you to follow. Without that having to be there, and I suspect that's probably why Robert did it, because it means he gets the information to you a lot quicker, and it's more easy, I guess, to digest and just follow the simple steps. So it doesn't actually give you those sort of screen capture type videos like the one I'm doing right now. There's none of that kind of thing in the actual course itself, but to be honest, it doesn't really need it. And as I say, the process that Robert takes you through to actually build the product, well, do the research, build the product, create the site, and then actually promote the product itself, all of those methods cost very, very little. In fact, all the promotional methods cost nothing, and you can get some really big people in your market or your niche to actually promote your stuff, to promote your product. So that's that. So that's the only kind of minor downside, is the fact that the course doesn't have those sort of over-the-shoulder screen capture type videos in it, showing you exactly every single step of the way. However, all the stuff that's in the videos, as I said, is by far easy enough for you to follow without needing that. So anyway, that's that. Basically everything else is good about this course. There's very high quality information. There's no fluff whatsoever. There's a lot of little gems that Robert just sort of throws into the course as he's talking, which again are easily worth the price of the product itself. And yeah, it's just great, really good. If you've never created an information product before, definitely get a copy of this. If you have, this will speed things up like you wouldn't believe. I've already kind of got halfway through creating a product right now using this method, and it's taken literally, it's about 2 hours or so that it's taken me, and all the content is pretty much done. So it's nuts, really crazy. Anyway, that's that. So I will kind of leave you with that as a review, but I want to show you an extra bit of information which I did promise you at the start of the video. And this is something that you can use in conjunction with the 4-hour product to basically make your research and the information you're going to put into your product that bit quicker and that bit better. So right here, you can go ahead and go to Amazon.com. Now, this kind of advances the method that Robert uses slightly. It does have its downsides as well. The method Robert uses for finding all the information you're going to put into your product is almost instantaneous. It will take you a relatively short amount of time to do. This means you have to actually wait for whatever it is you've ordered to be delivered. However, I'll show you what I mean right here. This is a book which I found on acne, okay, an acne cure. So let's say you're creating a product in the skincare niche. If you do that, you're going to need some material to put into it. So you're going to need to find some experts who are out there already, who you can, model your report on, and who you can actually go and, use some of the information that they have while crediting them. Okay, so we're not going to be copying or plagiarizing anyone. We're just going to go ahead and use some of this material, but obviously crediting the people and making sure it's in our own words. Now, here's the interesting thing. By the way, Robert's course is not at all about plagiarizing or anything like that. The methods he uses are really, really legitimate, and it's not about just taking huge swathes of text from a book and passing it off as your own, because that's not cool. So yeah, it's a much more clever method than that. Anyway, right here you can see underneath the used column just here, you can actually get copies of this book for as little as 1 cent. Now that is very exciting, because it means you can get really good information for your particular product for very little money indeed, and it means you've got it to hand all the time. And anytime you want to go back and revisit something, you can go ahead, because it will be on your bookshelf for as little as 1 cent. All you pay really is the delivery charge, and the delivery charge generally is only a few dollars. So for the price of a coffee, I guess, or I don't know, a muffin from your local coffee house, you could go ahead and have a copy of this book on your shelf for you to use anytime to create a product about this particular market or niche. So it's just a quick tip for you. Go ahead and think about researching on Amazon and finding some of the real experts that are out there who've published books already on this subject, and use that in conjunction with the method that Robert teaches you in the 4-hour product. And yeah, you won't go far wrong if you combine those two. So there you go. That's a quick tip for you, which certainly has helped me, and I'm sure will help you to get even more out of the 4-hour product. But even if you don't use that tip, the 4-hour product is genius, really, really cool, and yeah, I'm very excited about it, because it's going to make things a lot quicker and a lot easier for me. So so that's that. Hope you've enjoyed this quick review. I hope it's not been too long, and yeah. Oh, and by the way, if you do get the course, you'll find out the most fantastically funny idea for a product launch I think I've ever heard. I want to do it just because it's so funny, and who knows, maybe I will. Maybe Robert and I can get together and create a product launch in the niche that he talks about in the videos. Anyway, that's enough for me. Have a great day or great evening, depending on what time it is with you, and yeah, I'll see you in another review soon.